Hi friends, my name is Crystal with Psychic MD and I'm here to do another reading for you. If you clicked on this, then chances are you are interested in healing or curious, or you were led here by whatever forces, right? I'm going to go ahead and clear our space, our area. I'm also going to open up the window to allow that energy to leave. Today's reading will be different as per usual. I was trying to tap into some light energies and I did not get a response on that once again. That's set here. Anyways, we're going to leave that there because life is messy. And that's just how it is. So the first thing I want to share with you, when I focused on healing, is nourishment. So I'm going to say right off the bat that you could be someone that nourishes your body, but potentially not so much your soul. And this is called the Miramudra. We are going to read. Okay, I don't know if I can do that like that. So this assists with inner nourishment, breath, and serenity. The benefits: it promotes abdominal breathing, promotes relief from asthma, supports reproductive, alimentary, and urinary systems, directs breath to the sacrum, lower back, and pelvis. Instructions: join the tips of the thumb to the tips of the pinkies, and on the same hand, bring the joined fingers and thumbs of each hand to touch at the tips. Extend the other fingers up and join the tips of the ring fingers together. Allow hands to rest in the lap just below the navel. Relax shoulders, lengthen spine. Just making sure you're breathing deep within your belly. And the focus should be my natural breath flows in calm and nourishing waves. Now tell me why I've really struggled with this in the past, I don't know, couple of months. I'm going to leave that here. And again, for those of you guys that are interested in how this mudra is done, you bring this right here. And it's something like that, okay? As seen by this. I wonder if I should just leave that there anyways, for now. All right. So this has everything to do with breath work. I'm going to say that maybe some of you guys are really stressed out or having issues with anxiety. And I can relate. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into this healing reading. I don't have a theme. I don't have... the topic. It's just going to unfold as it needs to unfold, and this is here for whoever finds it. All right, so show me what I need to see for the people coming to this reading. What do I need to see about healing? Why is this nourishment card here? Why am I getting a lot of anxiety hits? What do we need to know? And show me now. We've got the Traveler. And right away I heard, I'm keeping a weary eye on you. Interesting. So somebody could be watching you. You could be watching someone else. Or you could feel like you're being watched. I'm not trying to elicit any paranoia in anyone by a long shot. But obviously the Traveler is there to speak about something. Close that window. Let's find out what else we need to know. Show me what I need to see. Why is the nourishment here in the Traveler? Why are these cards here as guidance for healing, as topics, as themes? What do we need to know for the people coming to this particular video as far as healing goes? Show me now. Sacrifice. number 40. So as you can see here, all of these little eggs sacrifice themselves. I love these images, you guys. Can't help but notice the number 4. And the number 4 here, well, 44 and 4. So you guys could be seeing 4s, 444, 4444, anything like that, any combinations. I also feel like you guys recently, well, maybe not so recently, but started seeing the number 1s, like 11, 11, 11 in particular. Now I'm going to say that it's been a long haul for you. A lot of you guys have sacrificed much on your journey. A lot of you guys feel weary, exhausted, carrying the burden of others. I even heard carrying the burden of others as well. And I also feel intuitively, and I'm also hearing, that you cared and carried more about other people's burdens than your very own. Now, I also feel like I'm hearing she's not all cracked up to what she should be, or it's not all cracked up to what it is. She's not cracked up to what she should be, or he's not cracked up to what you think. In other words, I feel like you're experiencing some people watching you, or a person in particular watching you, that doesn't necessarily believe, kind of like they're calling you a fraud, but they know better. I feel like they're trying to call you a fraud while in the midst of turning their back on the sacrifices that you've actually made. I feel like their vision is distorted, it's scrambled, it's self-centered. I feel that their eyes are riveted on you for a reason, because it lessens the responsibility and the pain to that person. Now, if you look here, I feel like you've undergone many different changes. You've sacrificed maybe like to the point where you had anxiety, worry, you had tears, you had tower moments to where you would just gasp, and even walking into things and giving to this person. I feel like knowingly it was going to cause you heartache and heartbreak, and yet you still did it, knowing that even this person doesn't really give a you know what. They just want what they want, and still they criticize, and still they want to talk about how you're walking, where you're walking, where you're headed. They want to keep an eye on it. Their eyes are literally just riveted on you. They could be on your social media, they could be in your personal space, they could be in your home. Not to get you all paranoid, but to get you paranoid, some of you guys can intuitively know you have listening devices in your home. If you're feeling that in your gut, that's only a message if you feel it in your gut. Or even cameras in your home. If you feel it in your gut, then you know it. If that's not something that's an issue before you even came to this reading, pay no mind to it, okay? Now, I'm going to say that this person really benefited from you scrambling yourself, causing you to scramble. I feel like they would come towards you with many different tower moments, many different tower needs, maybe expecting, with the eye of expecting many, many different things from you. And interestingly enough, we can observe the name nourishment on this card. If you see the eye right here, I even see how this person or people or group is really observing that they've caused you all this but not taking any responsibility, and never would they ever even admit, confess, or allude to the fact that you sacrificed a lot for them on their behalf. So I feel like there's a definite need for you to be sure that you put your eye on the prize. What is a prize? Your own personal nourishment. What is nourishment? Beyond food. That could be argued. I get that. But I'm going to say that this nourishment has to do with the mind, the body, the spirit, and the soul. This is, how do you nourish yourself? How do you protect yourself? How do you nourish your space? How do you protect your space? Do you feel safe in your space? I know for a fact that a lot of us do not feel safe at home. Do not feel safe in our own rooms, even when you go to the restroom or take a shower. It could be that you do not feel that there's any safety there for you. I feel like you have worn many shoes. You know how they say many different hats? But you've traveled long and hard in order to assist, in order to jump through hoops and meet expectations. From many different people, perhaps, not just one. But I feel like people are watching you walk away. They're losing their footing. They're losing their ground as you turn your attention more and more to that self-nourishment that we're talking about. And it doesn't have to be big steps. It could be simple little steps that the compilation thereof add up to a really monumental big change, okay? So this mudra might be really, really helpful to you to be able to emulate, adapt, whatever it is that you think is best for you. Let's get into it here. It's awkward to try to shuffle here at this angle. Show me what I need to see. Why are these cards here for healing? Show me more about this person eyeballing every move. Every little move. And now I'm seeing a basket and it's full of like this gold, like trinkets and things like that. And the basket all of a sudden becomes flowers and they wither. And the message I feel like there is that any gift that you have or that you're trying to hone around this person, or you're trying to maybe grow, like savings accounts or relationships or your own personal growth, it meets external scrutiny and wilts and dies quickly under the scrutiny of this person or these people. Now, I'm also going to say there's a sense of entitlement, of harshness here. There's a lot of silence, a lot of pain, and a lot of not acknowledging how you was scrambled to really make other people feel happy or meet their expectations or needs. Let's see. Okay, the ballet. So this tells me this has to do with a lot of perhaps an impulsive, immature energy. Somebody who makes decisions just on a whim based on how they feel. They don't have the desire to really think it through. It doesn't have to be that they're super young. It's just that maturity level is simply lacking. Okay, let's see how we can move these to kind of gain a little bit more perspective. And once again, I hope I don't burn this set down, right? This person could be filled with their own ego, but definitely making moves that benefit no one but them. So they don't really care if it causes you strife, struggle, or anything else. I feel like I'm banging this camera quite a bit. I feel like this is even expecting an apology for not running, standing at attention, doing exactly what they want. I feel like they're waiting for you to come back, maybe come back with an apology. And I just got burned. Interesting. So I feel like if you apologize to this person, it's going to encourage behavior that they have been accustomed to doing. I'm sorry I'm fiddling with the camera, guys, but I'm trying to get all this in here. My selenite wand here. If you apologize to this person, it is definitely going to give them the red light to continue behaving the way they've always behaved, to continue using you the way they've always used you, or perceiving things in a distorted manner the way they have thus far perceived and handled things in the past. So that is your choice. This is even a unicorn. It's an apology from a unicorn. And who's going to put up with energy that doesn't give, but that just demands? This person can give you the silent treatment or meet you with some kind of a look of disapproval because you're not meeting their expectations. Show me why the sacrifice is here. I feel like you've sacrificed your stability. I feel like you've sacrificed your honesty. What does that mean? Your honesty to yourself. I feel like you have shed a lot, bled a lot, cried a lot, scrambled a lot, and found yourself feeling cracked, feeling abandoned, and even worthless. I feel like even some of you can feel like you, at different points in your life, have lost your mind about this situation. Okay, gaslighting is coming through. That makes perfect sense now. Thank you. So this situation where potentially even this person could be somebody that's very skilled at gaslighting, at manipulating and making you feel guilty, which is why you've jumped through all the hoops. But I feel like the jig is up. I feel like this Cavalier de Coups is somebody who has really found their center. They feel like they're aware. Even this Cavalier, if you look really close, let me just get in here real quick. Their eyes are closed. They're almost closing their eyes to the scrutiny and listening to their own heart, listening to what it is that spirit is telling them to listen to. And I feel like they know that in order to do this apology or whatever it is that this person wants from you, it's a big mistake. Let's look here. Yes, Reine de Batons. Probably mispronounced that. So this is a Queen of Wands. This is a mover and a shaker. This is somebody who sees the big picture, who gets cracking, who has her or his mojo going. It doesn't make a difference, gender. I read energy only. I feel like this person is almost like evolving, and I don't want to say escaping, but they are done. They have no passion for the past, for things that have been handled in an old manner. They're still trying to find and formulate and complete the passion for how to progress in the future. So you could be somebody that has been gaslit, has been in a tug-of-war relationship, manipulative relationship, whether it's a romantic or physical, mental, emotional abuse as well. This could be familial, this could be friendships, frenemy type situations, things like that, whatever the case may be. You're going to know if this story resonates with you. If it doesn't, there's plenty of other stuff you can watch. You can totally feel free to click off. I'm going to say that your war story is that you wear, you're being awarded here a ribbon, and it's just a ribbon that nobody else can see, because I'm seeing this as a ribbon, her attire, and it's like your regality is going to be encompassed simply by winning the war on focusing on what is important, on not allowing other people's opinions, of other people's influences to really guide or tell you how to do things. Also, not allowing other people's energies to force you to jump when they say jump, okay? So I feel like the level of this manipulation is master level. So for those of you guys that are gamers, you know exactly what that entails. There's been a lot of practice, a lot of years of honing skills, a lot of reading manuals or following like cheat codes, or whatever you want to call them, and really attempting different tactics and utilizing whatever it is that works to get to that level. So this person is highly skilled, okay, at manipulating you, of gaslighting you, of making you feel crazy, of really scrambling your life. And I feel like this ribbon is just telling us that, look, you're close to achieving that mastery, so don't give up now. You're almost there to the very end. And what I mean by that is just having your full-on mojo headed forward. So maybe perhaps you don't really see how it is that you're headed away from the situation or how to maybe handle things just yet. I do feel like you are in the process or in the midst of this right now. And again, because part of this wand is missing, maybe you're having some low energy. I'm being told that you need to do a little bit more self-care, especially if you can do like a bath, take a hot bath, an Epsom salt bath. If you don't have access to a bathtub or something like that, then go ahead and make some spiritual waters, and you can actually you know, it's just like a simple ritual. You can find those online, but you can cleanse yourself with sage, with whatever it is. But basically, you just need to cleanse yourself. And I definitely recommend taking 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening, maybe even 3 times a day to nourish yourself. And if you can, even better, go ahead and do it 3 times a day. That would be even best to gain the clarity that you need to gain. Now, another thing I want to tell you is that the way out from this whole situation, with all this green, there's a lot of growth, a lot of facing harsh realities. I mean, she's even naked, right? But she's got her crowns, her jewels, and what is important. And I feel like that is basically saying that you may feel in some ways that you're escaping with nothing, like you're leaving everything behind, but just simply you, your soul, your lessons that you've learned thus far, and a little bit of your mojo. Part of self-care, again, comes into light when Spirit's saying that it's a great time to get a lot of sleep. If that's what you need, then take comfort in that. If you guys are finding that you're craving carbs or things that are not healthy, maybe go for a walk. I'm lecturing myself, by the way. But, you know, it's going to be very important to know that you, first of all, you're not alone. Second of all, you're definitely not crazy. So anything that comes from this other person, these people that have really rocked and shooken and scrambled your stability, they're only going to come at you with the same energy. Now, their powers of observation cannot be undermined. So I want to really give you a little bit of a red flag on the situation. They're super observant. They're going to try different tactics. I'm just going to tell you it's going to be the same old, and you've been there before. Okay, so now you are the Queen of Wands. You are in charge of your life. I feel like you're embodying that. No more sacrificing for other people. Don't give a shit, okay? It's just not happening. As Depes, and I probably said that wrong, okay? But this is gaining clarity. This is you having full clarity. These are writing Dear John letters. Dear John or Jane, this has been an interesting journey. Good luck. End of story. This is, now I have clarity. I can write my destiny. This is, I'm no longer accepting unsolicited advice. This says, I'm listening to Spirit. I'm listening to my heart. I'm listening to the fire within. I'm listening to what was handed down to me on a cellular level, generationally, spiritually. And that's where I am headed. This can even be writing your own story. I feel like your behavior or whatever it is that you choose to do is going to really have a major watery effect on other people. A lot of maybe even crying, a lot of, you know, I don't understand, or whatever the case may be. But look, if you're scrambling eggs, first of all, you have a motive right there. So, second of all, dear one, I want to tell you, these people knew exactly what they were doing, and when they utilized your benefits, your resources, even your mind, manipulated against yourself, it was not out of an accident, okay? It was methodical planning, deliberate, okay? And they didn't care about how many times you had to crack yourself open and scramble yourself to get things done in a manner that pleased them or benefited them. Therefore, it's going to be very, very important that you just stay neutral, stick to the facts, stick to your plan, and proceed in a forward fashion. Whatever gives you mojo, whatever gives you energy. If this person, and if you have any doubt, by the way, if when this person is around, you experience exhaustion, tiredness, you can't think, or you just want to eat junk food perhaps, or perhaps you simply can't, you feel scrambled. You feel scrambled around this person. You feel like they're always I fucking you. Sorry about that, but that's basically what it is. Then I'm going to say this is just confirmation for what you already in your gut intuitively know. Now, I'm only mentioning that because of all the different faces on these eggs right here. So I'm going to say that a lot of you guys have been doubting yourselves. You doubt your sanity. You doubt your perspective. I'm here to confirm you're not crazy, number one. And number two, it is incredibly obvious what this person has been attempting to do in front of your face, behind your back. And it is definitely time and beyond time that some action be done against these negative influences, okay? So I'm going to say definitely continue your path because you're gaining back one of the fours right here. I feel like your stability, again, has been shaken, broken, and shook, whatever you want to call it. And it's been a repeated cycle. This person can be in and out of your life, or whenever they come, it's like a freaking tower every single time. You're getting that stability back. You may feel a little bit shaken. You may feel a little bit woke. You may feel a little bit weird. But you are, make no mistake, getting to where you need to go. It's going to be really, really important that you proceed in a step-by-step manner. And every decision, if we're at this point where we're doubting ourselves, if we think, you know, if this person has said, well, you're psychotic, or you need help, or you're having a mental breakdown, you're having a life crisis, whatever it is that they're saying in order to really further manipulate you, and I don't put it past them, or, you know, you always do this. I feel like it's going to be important for you to get outside help, support, maybe from a therapist, maybe from trusted friends, for you to lean on. But long story short is keep checking in with yourself and make little baby steps. It doesn't have to be anything like monumental. And that way you can actually gauge the direction that you're headed is a healthy one, is the right one for you and no one else. Doesn't make a difference what other people think about your life. In the end, you have one life to live. Well, in theory, who knows, right? But the important part is that you are honoring your own soul, your own spirit, and what it is that you are here to accomplish. And, you know, let's not underestimate the power of feeling seen, of feeling naked, maybe, of feeling filled with zeal. And I feel like this has been like stomped on or put out in some way, shape, or form. So your growth has been like monumentally stunted. Is it not high time that you stop sacrificing for other people? Maybe even causes you didn't know that you were promoting because you listened to other people, or allowing people to walk all over you, whatever the situation is. It's definitely going to be beneficial and helpful for you. You're going to gain yourself. You're going to regain your peace. All right. So let me pull one of these cards. I open myself to guidance from the universe. What messages of healing does this person need right now regarding traveler? What does this person need to know in order to heal, in order to grow, in order to move forward? Show me now. Hello. Lesson. Wisdom through mistakes. Look at all the cracks in that vase. And while it's beautiful, and it's perhaps even glued together, or it's perhaps made that way by design, obviously, the point is to adhere to the lesson, to understand that this type of energy didn't happen overnight, that I heard downtrodden. So all of your mixed feelings and emotions didn't happen overnight. It's going to take a little bit to get away from that energy, to be able to trust yourself once again. Wisdom through mistakes. Trusting that other people have undergone similar trials and tribulations. Now, the big part is, because we are creatures of habit, is that we don't get up and immediately replace one bad news with another bad news, right? So that would mean picking a lover or significant other with the same habits or the same challenges that this person presents, or even friends, right? I'm going to say I'm being led to this right here, the mighty pen, the power of the pen. I'm almost feeling like there's a book in you that needs to be written. Let's check this. Show me what I need to see. Where are all these cards here, please? Show me what I need to see for healing. Why is this, what is it called? Depends. Well, why is this card here? Show me now. Seven of Swords. How appropriate and how perfect. This card speaks about going in your own direction. This card also speaks about seeing the dangers of people prowling behind you, of dark energies, not trying to make people paranoid, but you know, energies like this don't want to let go. If this is a spouse, a lover, a friend, frenemy, whatever the case may be, they don't want to let go. So you can feel that energy following you, but in the end, you have your Seven of Swords. You're doing things. You're making moves. You're taking numbers. You're moving, maybe even tiptoeing. So you're like tiptoeing away. Maybe you have to make moves, stealth moves in the middle of the night in order to break free. And for some of you guys, unfortunately, I feel like this could be even leaving, hopefully not, but if you're in an abusive relationship, like physically abusive, it might mean that you have to kind of like, you know, get away however you need to. Now, the interesting part about this is I think that people that have never been in that situation might poo-poo what I'm saying. But end of story really tells me that it's your life. You need to do what is best for you. You're the one that's undergone all the experiences. And with all these eyes, it's almost like 1, 2, 3 eyes on me. Yeah, people lurking, wanting to know your every single freaking move, following the scent of your trail. Okay. So I just feel like if you're in a physically, if you're in any unsafe environment, that is, you know, confirmation that you need to leave there, obviously. I mean, that situation needs to end. You need to get to safety. Safety first, always, first and foremost. But also putting yourself first is going to be incredibly important. Safety first, your mental health first, and in fact, putting you first is going to be the most important elements at this point in time. And so I don't care if you take a bulldozer and crash out of there. I don't care if you write a Dear John letter or not. I don't care if you tiptoe your way out of the situation and around it, as long as you take your lessons with you. I feel like all experiences have multiple lessons, so that's going to be really, really important for you to really adhere to. And the reason why is simply because we don't want to repeat the same crap we've done. Some of you guys can have a interest in henna, by the way, or renewed interest in henna, and even practicing mudras or doing yoga could be really helpful and beneficial. Writing and journaling is going to be really, is that word cathartic? Okay, it's going to really, really help you in so many ways. But I also feel like there is a book here. Ooh. Show me more, because I just feel like there's a book here or something about your story that only you can tell. And with that, I'm being led to a pair of hands held up to a mouth in a whispering motion. Interesting. Show me more about this book, this vibration, this like writing your truth, this clarity. Show me now. I feel like it's important to get that done. Because there's a lot of people that haven't spoken their truth. And I feel like when you do, it's going to open up the floodgates of healing, of people really understanding and bonding with you. Not that this is what it's all about, but it's going to help people experience an incredible amount of release because they think they are the only ones. And really, I mean, the world's so big and there's so many people in it. So I feel like if you should venture and accept the challenge once you're sufficiently healed on your journey, because healing, I believe, takes so many different stages and so many different layers to it that, you know, we can only do so much at any point in time. So once again, have mercy with yourself, be gentle with yourself, and put your needs and your dreams first, all right? Know that you have definitely got this, and I also feel like, I don't want to say like used as an example, but I also feel like something about this whole case, this scenario, is going to really unburden, lighten the load, open up platforms for other people to speak their truth. That's what that is. It's exactly what that is. I want to take one last card. All right. If you guys are resonating with this reading, please do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. Show me more about the light at the end of the tunnel for this person that is seeking healing, leaving bad situations, whatever the case may be. Don't allow yourself to get emotionally manipulated. Show me now. Oh, gosh, we have a few. I'm going to have to put this on pause for just a moment. Sorry about that. So we have extreme anxiety. This reminds me a lot of the Nine of Swords, but it is, in fact, the Seven of Swords. It's an echo. Move by stealth. Move by the shade of the night. Movement that is not open for public viewing, public knowledge. Move, keep your movements to yourself, basically. And look at all of these hands. I just noticed they're like claws. And the fact that she's shielding her breast right here, I kind of feel like it's, you are protecting what you are trying to heal. And you're protecting what you're trying to nourish, most of all. Nourishment, what the heck? You guys, look at how that comes full circle. So protect what it is that you are nourishing, whatever it is that you love, from outside sources. You're walking away. Yep, that's what I felt. You're definitely walking away. You're climbing out of there. You're getting the F out of there. You are not doing this any longer. You filled all of these cups with blood, sweat, tears. You measured carefully, stirred. Maybe it was 2 stirs to the left, 1 stir to the right, and top it off with some whipped cream. But you did all of that, and it got you nowhere. It left you empty. It left you depleted, and it left you used. Now is your time. You're pulling inner strength and resources that you never ever knew were even there. And you're seeing even that mountains don't have to be necessarily incredible obstacles. They could be incredible training fields as well. The last card I have for you. Ha. Yes. Look at you. Look at how peaceful she looks. This is working on what it is that you love. It's a labor of love. I almost feel like these are nails, nail heads almost, even though they're not. So I feel like hitting the nail on the head can have a lot to do with something, but also I'm going to say that you're going to be working on something that you love, that you're trying to perfect, hone a craft, do something that you incredibly pour your blood, sweat, and tears into, but it's something that gives you joy, that gives you nourishment. Yeah. So it's giving back to yourself. Now, last message I have for you is that this, you're going to find that your sacral chakra is opening up as well. So as you nourish yourself, turn your attention to yourself. Give energy to yourself. All of these things are going to come full circle, and you are going to be experiencing a lot of pleasure, a lot of juiciness in life, a lot of excitement, a lot of I love what it is that I'm doing. A lot of enjoyment. And I feel like people are going to start seeing you with different eyes, okay? So that is a message I have for you, my lovelies. If you, again, like this message, then like, share, comment, subscribe. Much love to you, and namaste.